My name is Mark Krivchenya. I'm a volunteer steward at Deer Grove Forest Preserves in Cook County. We're right now at the Deer Grove Forest Preserve, which is northwest Cook County. It's about 1,500 acres of restored woodlands, wetlands, and prairies. And there is a volunteer group here that comes out and does volunteer restoration work, and I'm one of those folks. We come out every week. We remove invasive species like this kind of buckthorn here. We'll take that out. We collect rare and important prairie plants and woodland plants and wetland plants, and then we take that seed and we scatter it back into the restored areas that we create. Hopefully you'll see some pictures of some restoration areas, some brush pile burns that we do, and some seed spreading that we do. We get lots of folks coming out to volunteer, high school kids and Boy Scouts and church groups, and people who just want to be outdoors. And people don't realize how amazing the Cook County Forest Preserves are. These are really high quality prairies and woodlands and wetlands, and there's a lot of it in Cook County. What we're trying to do is restore them to their natural state, and we do that by removing invasive plants, by burning. Hopefully Hunter will get some nice pictures of the burned prairies that have just been burned recently here. All that is to restore the natural processes to the ecosystem. We've got a bus of high school students coming out right now too. Oh my goodness, great. So we invite folks to come out, volunteer. It doesn't require any training. It's kid friendly, it's family friendly, and it gets you outdoors, and you can learn lots of stuff. You can learn about the plants and the wildlife and the history of these beautiful forest preserves.
Hi, I'm Peter Gore. I live in Deer Park, and the reason I come out here, I've been active in addressing climate change on a personal level, and this is just one of the things that I do, is try to bring this area back into balance. That's what we're talking about. And so coming out here and removing the invasive species that are here, that don't belong here, that are suffocating the natives, really makes a big difference. I've noticed it over the years that I've worked here.
Hi, I'm Pete, and we're in Deer Grove East Forest Preserve, and I'm one of the leaders here. And the reason I enjoy this is it gives us a chance to restore nature right in our local area here, with citizens who live around here who can really achieve some ownership of their local forest preserve. And our forest preserves have a lot of problems that people, volunteers adequately trained, can readily address and take care of, including the removal of invasive species like what we're doing today, cutting mostly buckthorn and some multiflora rose. You can see the oak trees are still here. There's a lot of native flora still here, but slowly these invasive plants are encroaching and taking over the landscape, and will tilt the scales in favor of non-native plants if given an opportunity to keep doing that. So we're kind of intervening at the right time, and it's just a thrill to be able to contribute like this, and also to get to commune with such wonderful people who have similar goals.
I'm Kevin. I'm a volunteer at Deer Grove, and I do this work to help different ecosystems that have been degraded, trying to bring them out to better healthy types such as this woodland over here, and I do it for good exercise, fun people.
We're out here today working at Deer Grove, and we're really excited to be back. I've been here doing this work for probably almost 10 years now, and bringing a group of youth from Chicago Voyagers out, and we have like a kind of an adventure club. But part of our club is all about giving back to the community and helping make places nicer, places that we visit and enjoy.
And that way, there's more hand cutting stuff to be done over there.
I've been doing this for 22 years, and what I've found is that I learn a lot by coming out. There's a lot of people out here that know their plants and animals, and when you see something, you ask somebody and you learn. And so over the period of time, you keep coming out, you keep learning.
Pretty good. Yeah.
We've only been here for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's our first time.
It's fun though.
Yeah, it's fun.
Basically just keeping the environment clean, you know, cutting down invasive species like they told us.
Yeah.
Or taught us, I should say.
Yeah. It's a good adventure. Good way to help out.
It's nice to have fun with our friends and just chop down trees and burn stuff.
This is my first time doing this, and I'm doing this with Ecological Club, and so is Natalia.
Yeah, this is my first time too, and I'm also from Ecology Club.
And why I wanted to do this is because I wanted to help the environment, and I heard many people said that it was fun to come and help. So I joined pretty late on the club, but yeah.
So I feel like the environment is like an important place as like humans live in it and we depend on it. And also it's really fun to like help the environment, chopping down trees, like building fire. So it's not only a beneficial thing to do, but it's also really fun.
I enjoy coming out here to help try and restore the woods and take out the invasives. It's a very relaxing way to spend time, and then you just look around. You know, you can't be in a better environment, in my opinion. Helping the ecosystem and carrying on a great tradition. They've been out since the 90s, over 20 years, helping restore Deer Grove. So I'm just proud to be part of that tradition. So I definitely enjoy it.
You don't have to pay to go to the gym for a workout. You get to be outside all day. It's a low commitment volunteer work. If you feel up to it, you show up. If you don't show up, it goes out without you. So it's a great way to volunteer. Plus I learned a whole lot of things about what I'm seeing when I walk through the woods, which makes walking through the woods much more interesting.
Hi, I'm Joe. This is my second time volunteering. I really enjoy it. I spent a lot of time in Deer Grove as a kid, so it's a nice way to pay it back, and it's a great forest preserve and it's a lot of fun, so thank you.
Yeah, so I bring high school students out here. We do this every year. Actually, we come out once a month. I think it's important for people to get back in touch with nature. I think it's good for the kids to get outside and maybe see animals, we see trees, and just, you know, be away from all the electronics and the buildings and back into the kind of the natural world. Gives them a little bit of a sense of contributing back to society, making the world a better place, and you know, just having a good day outside. Sweating, we get on the bus, they're all sleeping on the way back because they're all exhausted and worn out and sore and everything, and I think and they love it. You know, we usually get about 12 kids to come out here. It's nice to see some come out with the cold weather and everything too. So it's something we do just to kind of get them back in touch with the real world, so to speak.
We have an organization called the Deer Grove Natural Area Volunteers who's been doing restoration work here for the past 20 years. The project that Hunter's been working on and filming is a restoration project that's been going on for about a year or two, where we're restoring a bunch of wetlands in Deer Grove West. And what we're doing is we're removing invasive species, mostly buckthorn and oriental honeysuckle, just a few major species that really have a detrimental effect on the native ecosystem. It blocks out the sun, so the beautiful spring ephemerals in the understory for oak woodlands can't regenerate. So what we do is we take these wetlands and we clear out these invasive species, and then the forest floor comes alive, and the amphibians who count on these wetlands for habitat can come back and flourish. What we've done is cleared out 5 wetlands over the past year. We've had, in 2016, we had 3,600 hours of volunteers. And we invite folks from churches and volunteer groups from high schools to come out. We have regular volunteers and we have people who come out once or twice a year. And it's a great way to get outdoors and really kind of help nature heal. What we're trying to do is really kind of repair some of the damage that we humans have done. These invasive species were brought over by the Europeans inadvertently for hedgerows or for other ornamental purposes, but they really have harmed the native landscape. So I find it's one of the most spiritually regenerating to do, is to get out in nature and learn the flowers and the plants, cut out some of the invasive species, and come back a year later and see how it's changed.
Hi, I'm Christopher. I am a stewardship aide with the Forest Preserves of Cook County. I work in volunteer resources. So the Forest Preserves are attempting to restore 30,000 acres back to health within the next 20 years. And this cannot happen without our volunteers. Our volunteers are out here every weekend in all types of weather to work on this. Our staff could not get it done without them. We appreciate their time and their effort. Some of them have been out here for decades. Some of them are brand new who encountered us while they were walking or biking in the forest preserves. We appreciate all of their hard work, their enthusiasm, and their dedication.